Hi guys, this is Mr. Ibrahim the Trader of Gova Trading Academy. Alright, so today I'm going to be teaching you some of the buy formations and sell trade formations. I'm going to be teaching you some buy trade formations and sell trade formations that we have. At least the ones that you need to know, okay? So the first one we have is buy trade formation. So the first formation we have for a buy trade formation is called the drop base rally. We have what we call the drop look at it from here. From this point, you can see how market price dropped down, and then this area is the base, and then from there, look at how market price rallied up from there. So in short, market price dropped down from here, and this area here is the base, and this area here is the rally in price. Okay, so in short, as you can see from this point, you can see how market price dropped down from here. Then from there, market price stopped in this area. Market price stopped here. From there, market price rallied up from that area. Okay. So as you can see, this is a V shape, right? This is a V shape. As you can see, it looks like V shape. So this is V shape. So in short, we call it drop base and a rally in price. Or we also call it DBR. Okay, DBR. So anywhere you guys see me mentioning about drop base rally or DBR, you should be able to understand what I'm talking about. All right, you should be able to understand that it is a buy formation I'm talking about. All right. Also, as you can see, the base is in the middle, is always in the middle. The base is always in the middle. The base is always in the middle. So that is it for a buy trade formation. All right. Now let us move on to the other formation that we have for a buy trade formation. The other formation that we have is known as the L-shaped formation. Now, but it is an inverted L shape. It is an inverted L shape, okay? So this is an example of what I'm talking about. I believe we all know that this is letter L, right? This is letter L. So what about the vice versa of letter L? Vice versa of letter L, that is the inverted side of it, can look like this, isn't it? So what if we have our L like this? It means that the inverted side of it is going to look like this, isn't it? So this is what I mean by L shape, okay? Now, with this example here, I believe you guys can see that market price dropped down from here. Look at it. Market price dropped down from here. And then from there, market price rallied up massively from there, okay? So in short, from that area, from this area, you can see this is the drop in price. And then this is the base here. This is the base. And this is the rally in price. So in short, as you can see, market price dropped down from here. Then from that area, market price stopped in this area here. Market price stopped here. And then from there, you can see that market price rallied up from here. Okay, so this is a drop-based rally formation, an L-shaped formation of a drop-based rally. Now, why do we call this an L-shaped formation? Remember the other formation that we have, the V-shaped formation. Remember the V-shaped formation, the sides are equal, right? This area are equal. This area is equal on the V-shape. But on the L-shape bar formation, this side and this side are not equal. Okay, they are not equal. One is longer than the other. All right, one is longer than the other. So that is how to know an L-shaped formation or a V-shaped formation. Okay. So this formation, this L-shaped formation is also known as a drop base rally. It is also known as a drop base rally. Okay. That is it for a buy trade formation. That is it for a buy trade formation. Now let me show you an example of a sell trade formation. All right, in a buy trade formation, we also have what we call the rally-based rally. Okay, we also have what we call the rally-based rally formation. Sorry about that. Let me complete it. Buy trade formation. In a buy trade formation, we also have what we call the rally-based rally formation. All right, so here's an example of a rally-based rally formation. So let's assume we have something like this. So a rally-based rally formation usually go like this in the market. Market price rallied up. Then from here, market price gave us the base, which is the basing candle, and then market price rallied up again. So you can see from this point, this area here is the rally in price. This is the rally in price. This area here is the base. And this here is the rally in price also. Okay. So as you can see, we have the rally from here. You can see how market price rallied up from here. And then market price gave us the base here. This is the base where the basing candlestick are. Remember, basing candlestick are small candlestick in the area. So this area is where the basing candlestick is. Then again, as you can see, market price rallied up again from this area. So that's a rally-based rally formation. We also call it RBR formation, okay? So that is it for a buy trade. That is it for a buy trade. Now let me quickly enlighten you on how rally-based rally formation works, okay? Let me quickly enlighten you on how a rally-based rally formation works. So let us assume that you have a house. Let us assume that you have a house. So this is a hut in the village. Okay, this is the window. This is the door. And let us assume that you also have a ceiling fan. With 3 blades. Okay, now you can see this area here is the roof of your house. From inside the house, this area is where the fan is attached to, from inside the room. All right, let us assume also that you have a small child playing football in the house. You have a small child that is playing football in the house. Okay, now let us assume that the child is bouncing the ball up and down. Let's say this is the ball here now. The child is bouncing the ball up and down the roof. Whenever the ball touches the roof, it bounces back down. Whenever the ball touches the roof, it bounces back down. Whenever the ball touches the roof, the ball bounces back down. Whenever the ball touches the roof, the ball bounces back down again. Whenever the ball touches the roof, it bounces back down. However, the ball happens to break out the roof from here. Right now, the ball is in the air. The ball right now is it is in the air. Okay. Now, I believe we all know that you can climb from outside your house. You can use a ladder to climb on top of the roof of your house. When you climb on top of the roof of your house, you are no longer on the roof. You are standing on the floor of the roof. You are standing on the floor of the roof of your house, as you can see. So if you are standing on the floor of the roof of your house, it means that it is no longer a roof, it is now a floor for you to stand on. Let's go back to the main point. The main point here is that the ball is currently in the air. Now, whenever this ball is coming back down, this ball is no longer coming back down to a roof. It is coming back down to a floor, because this area now is a floor. This is the floor of the roof. So if the ball touches the floor here, I believe we all know that market price, or the ball in this instance, in this example, the ball is going to bounce back up, isn't it? The ball is going to bounce back up, because if you stand on the roof of your house, you can jump up on the roof. You can jump up. So if the ball happens to bounce back down to the floor of the roof, the ball is going to bounce back up. Okay, it is going to bounce back up. That is just the law of gravity. Okay, that is just the law of gravity. Now, this example I'm using to explain to you guys is called the Rayleigh-Based Rayleigh. It's called the Rayleigh-Based Rayleigh, because I believe you guys can see that. From here, we have market price respecting this area previously. So as you can see, market price has been respecting this roof before. Market has been respecting the roof here. Market has been respecting the roof. Remember, this roof is also known as roof or supply area, right? Price has been respecting it. But suddenly, market price happens to break out the roof from here. Market price happens to break out the roof from here, which means that this area is the rally in price. This area here is the base. And this area here is the rally in price, which gave us an RBR formation. So on this RBR formation, I believe you guys know that this area is no longer a roof anymore. This area on the left here, price has been respecting it before, as you can see from the base. Looking left from the base, remember this is the base here. So looking left from the base, I believe you guys can see that the base has been respected previously, but price happens to break out the base here, which means that that area is no longer a roof or supply. That area has now turned to something else. So what is the opposite of supply? We know that opposite of supply is demand, which means that whenever price is coming back down, price is no longer coming to a roof. It is now coming to a floor. As you can see, this is a floor now. So whenever price is coming back down to a floor, price is going to bounce back up. Okay, market price is going to bounce back up. So that is how rally-based rally works. Okay, let me explain it again in a more clearer way. So in a more clearer way, let us assume that this area here is the roof. The roof, or remember, or supply, it can be called supply also. You can call it supply area. So let us assume that market price has been playing out like this. Market price has been playing out in the area like this. But suddenly, market happens to break out the area, which means that previously, market has been respecting this area previously. Looking at it from the base, which is exactly this area, this is the base here. So as you can see, this area is the rally in price. From here, we have the rally in price, and this area here is the base, and this area here is the rally in price again. So as you can see, guys, looking left from the base, remember this is the base here. Remember this is the base where other matching processes usually happen, where we have small candlesticks. And remember, I told you guys that the base is where other matching processes usually happen. Okay. So looking left from the base, as you can see, I'm looking left from the base here. Looking left from the base, the supply here has been respected in a very good way, in a very good way before, because all these areas respected the base. You can see, looking left from the base, all these areas has respected the area previously, which means that this supply before was a very strong supply, supply area. But it happens that market price broke out the supply and went up. which means that whenever market price break out the supply, it is no longer a supply. It is now a demand. It is now a demand. Or you can call it demand or floor. It has changed to a floor. It is no longer a roof because price has broken out the roof. So it is no longer a roof. It is now a floor. Okay. So whenever price is coming back down into the area, price is no longer coming to a roof. Price is coming to a floor. So as you can see, price is currently on the floor, and price, the law of gravity says that whenever something bounces down on the floor, it must bounce back up, isn't it? It must bounce back up. We all know this. We all know this in real life. We all know this. So that is how the market works, okay? That is how the market works. It means that as an order flow trader, you mark your zone here. Your proximal line is around here. Your distal line is around here, which means your entry point is here. Your stop loss is here, okay? So when price came back to your zone around here, market price triggered your zone, and then market price went up. So that is it for a rally-based rally formation, all right? Now, let me show you an example of a sell trade formation. Let's move on to sell trade formation. So in a sell trade formation, we have what we call the So in a sell trade formation, we have what we call the rally-based drop. So this is an example of a sell trade formation. From here, you can see how market price rallied up here. From there, market price stopped here, and then suddenly market price dropped down from there. So in essence, it means that we have a rally in price here, and then from there market price gave us the base here, and then from there market price dropped down from there. So in short, as you can see, market price rallied up from here, and then suddenly market price stopped in this area. Market price stopped here, and then suddenly again market price dropped down here. So in short, we call it A-shape formation. A-shape. As you can see, it looks like A. It looks like letter A, right? It looks like letter A. It looks like letter A. We also call this formation a rally-based drop formation. Rally-based drop formation, okay? Also known as RBD, okay? So anywhere you see me mentioning RBD, you should know what we are talking about. You should be able to know what I'm talking about, all right? So that is it on this sell trade formation. Now, here's another example of a sell trade formation. We have a sell trade formation that looks like number 7. We have a sell trade formation that looks like number 7. Now, here's an example of what I mean by number 7. Remember, number 7 is like this. What if we have it inverted? It can be inverted like this. What if we have it like this? What if we have it like this? It can also be like this. Okay? So here's an example of what I'm talking about. So from here, you can see how market price rallied up from here. Look at it. We have a rally in price from here. Then this is the base. And then suddenly, market price dropped down from here. So we call this area the rally in price. And this is the base. And this area here is the drop in price. So as you can see, market price rallied up from here. And suddenly market price stopped here. And then again, market price dropped down from here massively. So as you can see, on the other formation that we have A-shape formation. On this A-shape formation, you can see that these sides are equal, right? This area is equal, but this one here is not equal. This one here is not equal, as you can see. This is longer than this, okay? But this one here are equal. They are equal. All right? So in short, this is number 7 formation. We call it number 7 formation, number 7 shape, okay? It gives us number 7 shape. We also call it rally-based drop. Rally-based drop, also known as RBD, okay? RBD. So that is it on this sell trade formation. Now here's another example of a sell trade formation. The other example we have for a sell trade formation is the drop-based drop formation, okay? Drop-based drop. Why do we call it a drop-based drop? We call it a drop-based drop because in the market price dropped down from here. And then suddenly, we have the basing candlestick in the area. Suddenly, market price dropped down again from the area. So as you can see, this is the drop in price. This area here is the base. And this is the other drop in price. So in short, you can see this area here is the drop. You see how market price dropped down from here. Suddenly, market price stopped in this area, which is the base. Again, suddenly, you can see how market price dropped down from here. Okay, so that's why we call it drop-based drop in the market. Now, let me show you how this drop-based drop works. Now, here's an example. Let us assume that this area in the market is the demand, which is also known as the floor. Let's assume this is a floor. Let's assume this is a floor. You can call it a floor or you can call it demand, okay? Demand area. So let us assume that market price has been bouncing off the floor. Market price has been playing around the area like this. As you can see, market is bouncing on the floor and rejecting from there. And then suddenly market price dropped down from here. So as you can see, this area here is the drop in price. This area here is the base. And this area here is another drop in price. So in short, as you can see, this is the basing area, where we have our basing candlestick. Remember, okay, where we have our basing candlestick. We have our basing candlestick. Now, if market, you can see previously, market has been respecting this. Look at it. Previously, market has been respecting this floor. Market has been respecting the floor here previously, as you can see. Market has been respecting the floor. Looking left from the base, as you can see, market has been respecting the floor in a very good way. But suddenly, market price happens to break the floor here. So the point where market price broke the floor, that area is no longer a floor, it has changed to something else. So if market price has changed to something else, it means that we don't longer have a floor. Right now, market price is currently here. Right now, we have our market price, current market price here, which means that we are expecting market price to go up. If market price goes up, we are expecting market price. When market price touch here, which is the roof, because it is no longer a floor, it has changed to a roof now. We are expecting market price to bounce back down after touching the roof. Okay, after touching the roof, because that is the law of gravity. That is the law of gravity. Whenever something bounces on the roof, it is going to bounce back down. Okay, it's going to bounce back down. So that is how it works. Okay, so it means that we took our entry here. Our stop loss is here. Okay, our stop loss is here. Our sell limit order is here. So this is how the rally-based rally works, and this is how the drop-based drop formation works for either the buy trade or the sell trade. Okay, so guys, if you have any question, feel free to ask me your question on the group. So that is it, guys. So guys, in the coming classes, I'm going to be showing you some examples on these formations in real time, okay, on the candlestick charts. So that is it, guys.